Good morning guys. Today we are going to discuss about strength of acids and bases. The strength of acids and bases can be determined by the concentration of hydronium ion or hydroxide ion produced per mole of substance dissolved in water. So we can determine the strength of acids and bases by dissolving 1 mole of substance in water. It gives hydronium ion and hydroxide ion. From this concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion, we can determine the strength of acids and bases. Generally, we classify the acids and the bases either as a strong acids or a weak acids. Generally, we can classify the acids as a strong acids and a weak acids. We know that a strong acid is completely ionized in water to give the constituent ions. Strong acid is one that is completely ionized, or dissolved in water, while weak acid is one that is like a partially dissolved in water, partially ionized or partially dissolved in water. Do you understand, student? The strength of acids can be determined by the concentration of hydronium ion or hydroxide ion, by the concentration of hydronium ion or hydroxide ion produced when 1 mole of substance dissolved in water. So when we dissolve 1 mole of substance in water, it gives hydronium ion and a hydroxide ion. From this concentration of hydronium ion and hydroxide ion, we can determine the strength of acids and bases. So we classify the acids either as a strong acids or weak acids. Strong acids or weak acids. A strong acid is the one that is almost completely ionized or dissociated in water, while a weak acid is the one that is partially dissociated or ionized in water. Partially ionized or partially dissociated in water. Now let us quantitatively define the strength of acids by considering the following general equilibrium reactions. By the following general equilibrium reaction. Here what do you mean quantitatively? Quantitative means the number of moles of hydronium ion and the number of moles of hydroxide ion present in the solutions. Okay, it's present in the solutions quantitatively. So we can define the strength of acids by considering the following general equilibrium reactions. Here we know that A indicate acids. A denote a proton, so we are taking a Ha. A denote acids. Acid denote a proton according to Lowry-Brons's theory. So we are taking Ha. Here water acts as a base. It accepts a proton from acids and forming hydronium ion and A minus. It is a conjugate base. Here Ha is the acids. We donate a proton and becoming a conjugate base A minus. Here water is a base. It accepting one proton from acids and become a hydronium ion. It is a base. It is a acids. Here Ha, the A donate a proton. It is acid one and became a conjugate base. It is a base one. Here water is the base 2. It accept a proton forming hydronium ion. It is a acid 2. So for this general equilibrium reactions, so we can write equilibrium constant for the above ionization reactions. Equilibrium constant for the above ionization reactions. We know that the equilibrium constant is denoted by K. So what is equilibrium constant? The equilibrium constant is nothing but it is a concentration of concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. Equilibrium constant. So we can write the equilibrium constant from the above ionization reactions. Okay, the equilibrium constant is denoted K. The equilibrium constant denoted K, where K is equal to, it is nothing but is a concentration of product, concentration of product divided by concentration of reactants. So we can write equilibrium constant K is equal to concentration of hydronium ion with the concentration of hydronium ion and the concentration of A minus divided by concentration of, here the square bracket denotes concentration terms, by concentration of HA acids and the concentration of water. So in this ionization reactions, we are taking the water to large excess amount, so its concentration does not change. So the concentration of water can be omitted. The concentration of water can be omitted. So we can write this equilibrium constant reaction like Ks equal to concentration of hydronium ion into concentration of A minus divided by concentration of HA. Okay, this denoted as a Ka. This denoted as a Ka, where Ka is the ionization constant or dissociation constant of the acids, and ionization constant or dissociation constant of the acids. So from the above ionization reaction, we can write the equilibrium constants. Equilibrium constant is equal to K. K is nothing but it is a concentration of the product divided by concentration of the reactant. Equilibrium constant K is equal to concentration of the product divided by concentration of the reactant. So in these reactions, we are taking the water. Water we are taking large excess amount. Its concentration does not change. So we can omit the concentration of water in this ionization reaction. So in the remaining part, Ka is equal to concentration of hydronium ion divided by into concentration of A minus divided by concentration of Ha. Here the Ka denotes ionization constants or dissociation constant of the acids. Ionization constant or dissociation constant of the acids. Here the Ka is the measure of strength of acids. Ka is the measure of strength of acids. So in this way we can write equilibrium constants for base also. Equilibrium constant for base also. Here let us see the examples. We are taking the general equation. The base denoted a hydroxyl ion. So we are taking BOH, it gives B plus OH minus ions. So we are taking the general equilibrium reactions. B plus H2O. B means base. It is dissolved in water. It gives BH plus and OH minus ion. So we can write the equilibrium constant for the above ionization reactions. Here equilibrium constant K is equal to concentration of BH plus and concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of B into concentration of water. So in the same way, here we are taking the water in large excess, its concentration can be omitted or its concentration may be negligible. So here Kb is equal to concentration of BH plus into concentration of OH minus divided by concentration of B. Here the Kb terms denotes ionization constant or dissociation constant for base. So do you understand, student? Ka is the ionization constant for acids and Kb is the ionization constant or dissociation constant for base. So the Ka measures the strength of the acids. The acids such as we know the strong acids like hydrochloric acids and nitric acids, sulfuric acid. These are the strong acids. These they undergo complete ionization. They are undergo completely ionized to give the ions. The acids such as formic acids, the acids such as formic acids and acetic acids. They are the weak acids. They undergo partial ionization. They undergo partial ionization. The strong acids has a Ka value, high Ka value, and the weak acid has a less Ka value. Strong acid has a high Ka value, and weak acid has a less Ka value. For example, the Ka value for hydrochloric acid is 2 into 10 power 6 at 25 degrees Celsius, and the Ka value for formic acid is 1.8 into 1.8 into 10 power minus 4 at 25 degrees Celsius. For acetic acids, the Ka value is equal to 1.8 into 10 power minus 5 at 25 degrees Celsius. In general, the Ka value greater than 10, it is a strong acid. Okay, we can say in general, the Ka value is greater than 10, it is a strong acid. The Ka value is less than 1, it is a weak acid. So from the Ka and the Kb, we can define the which one the strong acids, which one the weak acids. So do you understand, student? The K is the ionization constant or dissociation constant of the acids. From this Ka, K is the measure of strength of acids. Kb is the measure of strength of bases. So from this Ka, we can determine which one the strong acids, which one the weak acids. Okay, here the values are given for Ka value for hydrochloric acids, Ka value for formic acids. Okay, these are will be asked in 1 mark questions. So you have to memorize this Ka value for hydrochloric acids, formic acids, and acetic acids. Now let us consider the dissociation of hydrochloric acids in aqueous solutions. Dissociation of hydrochloric acid in aqueous solution. Okay, here we dissolve hydrochloric acids in water. It gives here we are taking the hydrochloric acids dissolved in water. Here hydrochloric acid donate a proton. It donate a proton and become a Cl minus. It is a conjugate base. Here water is a base. It accepts a proton from hydrochloric acids and forming a hydronium ion. It is a acids. So in this way they form conjugate acid base pair. What is conjugate acid base pair? So it is an conjugate acid base is nothing but it is a species which differ by only a protons. The conjugate acid and base pair is nothing but it is a chemical element that is differ by a proton is called a conjugate acid base pair. Is called a conjugate acid base pair. What is the conjugate acid base pair? It is a chemical species that differ only by a proton are called a conjugate acid base pair. Here hydrochloric acid is the acid. It donate a proton becomes Cl minus. It is a base. Here forming conjugate acid base pair. Here only the proton is differ from acid and base. So it is called a conjugate acid base pair. So from this we know that the hydrochloric acid is a strong acid. It is completely ionized. It is completely ionized. So this equilibrium lies almost towards the right because the strong acids are completely ionized. So its equilibrium lies towards the right. Here all the H plus ion completely ionized into H plus ion and Cl minus ion. Okay, here the hydrochloric acid completely dissociated into H plus ion and Cl minus ion. So this reaction lies towards the forward direction. 100% lies towards the forward direction forming conjugate base. Here the Cl minus ion has a negligibly tendency to accept a proton to form a hydronium ion. It has no tendency to accept a proton. So otherwise we can say the conjugate base of strong acids. This is a strong acids. The conjugate base of strong acid is a weak base. We can say the conjugate, this is a conjugate base. It is formed from strong acids. So the conjugate base of here Cl minus is the conjugate base. The conjugate base of strong acids is a weak base and vice versa, or we can say weak base, or we can say weak acid has a strong conjugate base. So do you understand, student? So from this we can says that, as I say, uh, general concept. A stronger acid has a weak conjugate base and a weak acid has a strong conjugate base. You keep in mind this is a very important point. Okay. So I hope do you understand, students? Now let us see some conjugate acid base pair. The relative strength of conjugate acids and base pairs. Here perchloric acids and hydrochloric acids and sulfuric acid, these are the, and nitric acid, these are the strong acids. It donate a proton, here perchloric acid donate a proton and becoming perchlorate ions, anions, perchlorate ions or anions, Cl4 minus. It is a strong acid, it is a, these acids are very strong, its conjugate base are very weak, its conjugate base are very weak. Okay, so the conjugate base of strong acid is very weak. Here hydrochloric acids donate a proton forming chloride ion and sulfuric acids donate a proton forming bisulfate ions, nitric acid donate a forming nitrate ions. Here H3O plus, nitrous acids, hydrofluoric acids and acetic acids, these are the weak acids. It donate a proton and forming a conjugate base. These are the acids, these are the conjugate base. So in here OH minus NH3 H2O, these are very weak acids. It donate a proton forming NH2 minus ion is azanide ions, O2 minus ion oxide ion. Here hydrogen anion, it is a strong base. So here as we move from bottom to top, the strength of the acids increases. Strength of the acids increases. Here as we move from top to bottom, the strength of the base increases. Strength of the base increases. So in this way we can calculate which one the acids, which one the conjugate base. Here you keep in mind the conjugate base of strong acids is very weak and a weak acid has a strong conjugate base. You keep in mind, it's very important. In one mark questions they I will ask like this: write the conjugate base of following acids: HClO4, HCl, H2SO4. Like this they will give. You have to write Cl4 minus after the donate of proton. The remaining part is the conjugate base. Cl4, ClO4 minus, Cl minus and a bisulfate ions, NO3 minus. These are the conjugate base. So in one mark question they will ask, write the following, write the conjugate base of the following acids. They will give, acids will be given, they will ask conjugate base. This is very important as a NEET oriented as well as one mark questions. Use study well. Okay, do you understand, student? I hope you understand how we can determine the strength of acid and bases, how we calculate conjugate acid base pairs, all the things. Then we can determine which one the strong acids, which one weak acids. Okay, the strong acids is the one that are completely ionized or dissociated in water. A weak acid is the one that is partially ionized, dissociated in water. Here strong acid has a Ka value, very high Ka value, and a weak acid has a very low Ka value. Or we can say the Ka value greater than 10. It is considered as a strong acid. The Ka value less than 1, it is considered as a weak acid. So all the things very important. You study well. Thank you, student. I hope you understand. If you like my video, subscribe and share it with your friends for getting more updates. Thank you.